good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning here. And we're going to do a real short video on setting the proper export settings for Reaper and the difference between a project file and an audio file. Okay. First thing we want to do is go to the desktop and create a folder. New folder. I'm going to call it Reaper. Okay, this is very important, and this is your first step. Now we're going to bring up Reaper again, and we're going to come over to File. We want to go to Project Settings. We want to click on Media. Now, this is what we want to browse for. The very first one, we're going to come up here to where we just made that folder, and we're going to highlight it and click OK. As you can see now, everything that I do is going to go into that folder. Okay, our recording is going to be a WAV format, and it's going to be 24-bit PCM. Okay, you can pretty well leave all this stock. Now, the default format for project is going to be 192 kbps MP3. Leave everything else just as it sets, and just set OK. All right. Now, the first thing we're going to do is come up here and we're going to save this project. We're going to come to Desktop and Reaper, and we're going to call it anything. If you're working on an audiobook, name it after that audiobook. Here, we're just going to say video. And we're going to say, if you look up here now, it says video. Okay, at this point, let's go ahead and record a little bit of video or audio. We're going to come down here and arm it. And I've got my input level set. I'm using the ATR 2100. We're going to put this back to 0. And we're going to hit record. Now, after I've left a couple seconds of silence there, I can use this for my noise reduction. We're just going to, all we want to do is simply just lay some audio. And we're going to say, okay, we're done with it now. So we hit stop. It's going to ask us, do we want to save this? And we're going to say save all. Now, if I want to rename this WAV file, I can highlight it, rename selected. We're going to call it video. Now, as you can see, it says video WAV, and we're going to say save all. Now, we don't need to see these meters anymore, so we're going to uncheck the record button. That is our file. That is now an audio file. So if we go back into the Reaper folder, we're going to see two files we should. There's our video folder. There is our Reaper project. There is our video WAV file. And there is our video WAV, which is the peaks file, and this is associated with Reaper. Okay, so now we have our project file and we have our audio file. So let's go ahead and go back into Reaper, and we're simply going to close this down. And we're going to say, yes, we do want to save that. Okay. Now, here's the backup project file, but what we want is the little green and red icon. I can double click that. It's going to automatically open up Reaper, and there is everything that I started with. Okay, now if I did not want to do that, let's just say I want to, let's go up to New Project. I'm going to go Insert Media File. Well, right there, you see where it says video. That it's a WAV format. That little symbol is a note. So there it is there. There are so many ways. Let's just go ahead and delete this track. Okay, we're going to bring Reaper. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, here is our audio track again. All I've got to do is left mouse click, drag it into Reaper, and let go. There is our audio file again. So that's it. That is how you save the project. Now, if you look up here, you see it says unsaved project. So anytime you do something to your audio file, you need to use save as. Okay, so let's just go ahead and bring up the audio statistics. And I'm just going to show you this real fast. And let's go ahead and play through that file and see what it tells us. Now after I've left a couple seconds of silence there, I can use this for my noise reduction. We're just going to, all we want to do is simply just lay some audio. And we're going to say, okay, we're done with it now. Okay, so we're to negative 26.39. And remember now, our range is between a negative 18 and a negative 23. I like to be at the negative 20. Our maximum peak is a negative 5.25. We do pass the ACX requirements. However, I like to keep mine around a negative 3.5. But now look at our noise floor up here. It's a negative 26.44. Okay, so what do we do? Well, the first thing I would do on this, now that I know this, I'm going to come up here and just pick the volume adjustment. And since I want to make this louder, I'm going to add 6.39 dBs to it. And since I do not want it to go past a 3.5, I'm going to put a minus 3.5. Okay, now I'm done with that plugin. Now the RIA gate I'm going to bring up. And I'm going to set this at a negative 40. Guys, you do this long enough and you'll know exactly what you need to do. Okay, you've got to play with your plugins. I'm going to engage it. I don't need it anymore. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to loop this. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add my refer. I want to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to check this box. I'm going to loop it. I'm going to check the box automatically build noise profile. And now I'm done with that. So I uncheck this box. And now let's play through this file again. Now after I've left a couple seconds of silence there, I can use this for my noise reduction. We're just going to, all we want to do is simply just lay some audio. And we're going to say, okay, we're done with it now. Okay, now let's look at it. Negative 20.19, negative 3.5. And I apologize, I was looking at the wrong figure. Our noise floor is now a negative 317.95. Okay, at this point I'm going to come up and I'm going to render this file. Now, where do I want to put it? You see right there? Reach, browse for file, desktop, Reaper, video. And we're going to call it video. Now remember, this is an MP3 file, just like for the ACX. And we're going to hit save. So it's going to my desktop, into the Reaper folder, then into the video folder. It's called video. It's in a 44.1. It's in a mono. 192. We're going to check this little box. This is going to add it back into Reaper. Now, if you remember, we went up here and first started, we set these parameters for it to export in this mode. So we simply say render one file. And there is our file. And we hit close. Now, I'm going to turn off the FX. Let's go ahead and open this up in Audacity. We're just going to use their ACX analyzer. Passed. You see my noise floor is now negative 84.2 according to Audacity. My RMS level is a negative 20.6 and my peak level is a negative 3.7. We say okay. We do not need that anymore. And I'm going to say no, we do not want to save that. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this track. Now, if I go to close out Reaper now, it's going to ask me if I want to save this project. Okay, save unsaved project before closing. I'm going to say yes. Now remember, there's our first one, video. We're going to name this one Video Volume Adjust, VA, and hit save. Okay, so now when I come back into Reaper, the folder, and the video, I now have two project files. You see this other one? This was just added. So if I click this, it's going to open up Reaper, and it's going to have everything that we've already done. Okay, so let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go up one. If we want to go back to our original, there is the video there. Okay? That's how you open up, and that's how you save. And that's the difference between a project file and an audio file in Reaper. All right? Take care. God bless, and we are out of here.